Okay, today we're going to do a flight for a viewer, excuse me, viewer request flight from Bullfrog Basin, which is U07 in the southern part of Utah at the south end of Lake Powell, up along Lake Powell to Hite, which is UT03, listed as Hazardous on the charts. We'll go up at about 6,000, 6,500, and he says that it's always an east landing, and the base is about 4,500 with a rapid descent. So hopefully things are working here in the sim and we can get things fired up here. We'll find out. We're going to be flying without GPS today, but we'll make the CTAF calls just for the practice. And we don't have weather here, so we will probably depart to the south and then make our turn right to fly up. Got the cabin vent on. Oil pressure's up, temperature's good, fuel flow is good, amperage is good, fuel is good, avionics are on, beacon, strobe, taxi, carburetor heat. Our altitude here should be about 4,167. It looks like we are a little off. There we go, that looks like that's about right. Flaps are up. Get our trim set. Take off. Do our run up. Okay, here we go. Airspeed's alive. 55, rotate. Now our heading should be about 27 degrees, give or take, although we can just fly up the lake. Those mountains off to the right are the Henry Mountain, or the left of the Henry Mountains. They are big and one of the last places to have wild buffalo in the United States. They top out at a good 10,000 feet. Lake Powell fills what used to be Glen Canyon, which was a beautiful canyon before we filled it with water. Lean the aircraft. When we pass Mount Ellsworth and Mount Holmes there on the left, we'll be a little more than halfway there. Okay, at this bend in the river here, the lake, we are just about halfway. Having spent quite a bit of time in Utah, I can say that it looks a lot like this. The Megascenery Earth package does a really nice job. You can even see submerged rocks beneath the water texture, which is very cool. Okay, we're past Mount Ellsworth. Mount Holmes is coming up here on the left. When we're at Mount Holmes, we're going to be about 10 miles into the strip, so we're going to start looking for it. And there's a point just about 5,500 feet where we'll need to go over and then get down pretty fast. The strip is at 3,800. We may fly in and do a normal pattern rather than just straight to base so I can check it out. Going to overfly the strip and then do left. That's probably what we'll do. That's what we would do in real life. Okay, big bend in the river here. And the strip should be right up in here. Where the Colorado River takes off to the east. This is the very north end of Lake Powell. If you were floating Westwater Canyon, we're floating all the way down through Cataract Canyon. This is where you would come out. They'd probably, if you were flying out, they'd probably pick you up at Hite. So the strip should be right up in that little valley that's ahead of us. We'll start to lose some altitude here. Like we're at about 4,500 is where those cliffs are. All right, landing light on, mixture rich. Carb heat is on, nav lights, strobe on. We're at about 5,500, 5,400 feet, so we've got a little altitude to still drop. And we should see the strip. I see the strip. So the strip is right there. We're just on the other side of the Colorado coming in from the right. Flying right over the strip. I guess you'd go and drop in from that side. Figure it out. Take a look from this side. Well, you're not going to drop in over those cliffs, that's for sure. So we're going to turn and come in from this side. Okay, we're abeam the end of the field, so we'll start slowing to descent speed, get in the white arc. Give ourselves a notch of flaps. A lot of wind moving around down here. I'm going to go into the flaps a little earlier here. Right about 70 knots. Full flaps. Not very big. Looks like we got our crosswind working here. We may go around. Yep, let's go around. I can see why he got paid to do this. Crosswind makes it tricky. Okay, we're going to try this again. Never made the CTAF calls, I was too focused. It's okay, I don't think there's anybody out here in real world, let alone in simulated world. Okay. Give some flaps. Notch. See if we can do a better job of lining up this time. Full flaps. we got a pretty good crosswind. I have to bail this one again. Kick it over. Kick it over. There we go. Kick it over. Nope, not going to do this one either. Well, let's put it down one way or the other. All landings can't be beautiful. Oh, one hopper. Well, you know what's going to happen next. Well, I think this is one I'm just going to have to say couldn't be done, at least not by me. Maybe I'll give it one more shot. In this heat, in this altitude, it doesn't take a lot to hear that stall horn. Alright, now let's give it a new shot. Crosswind is kicking my butt. Let's get well left of the airfield. Try it this way. Come on, baby, sink. Yeah, I know. Now we're dead because we're going in the lake. Well, I'm going to call this one a draw. Incomplete landing. Don't want to kill myself. Try to get some airspeed here. Flaps are up. Make a gentle turn, and let's just presume that we fly on down the lake back to Bullfrog for a nice landing. And those poor rafters there who were waiting for us to take them out, they just got to float back down to Bullfrog. It's only 30 miles. But when in doubt, abort and go to your alternate. So I hope you enjoyed the flight. Sorry I couldn't close the deal, but 3 times was not the charm. And at least in this little 172, a little more than I can manage. So nice day to fly around the desert Southwest though, and maybe it got you to learn a little bit more about Utah and some of the amazing flying that people do out here to get people in and out of strips like that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.